song like a song like a song like a song now. I kind of scavenged around for random objects to use as supplies, and what did you know? I found this.
You can give you your bottom. I mean, I was wondering where this thing was. Now he's a completed piggy bank. There's nothing in you. He's a piggy of no money.
After playing with these plasticky spiders for a while, I got these tables. At least that's what I'm calling them. If it's a flat surface with legs, I think it can be considered a table.
What these are gonna be little ice cream cones. I've been collecting these. Not really, but every time you get a new pair of headphones, they give you like many ear types. And for me, I'm just like, you don't have 6 ears. Like, they think you have 6 ears. Well, 6 ears, but 3 of them are different sizes. And his roll will be an ice cream. So we're gonna roll it up, and hopefully it looks like a cupcake, maybe. The whipped cream tops for ice cream. Where did I get those whipped cream tops? One time I volunteered my time at an ice cream place, and
basically I volunteered my time at an ice cream place, and then this ice cream place had whipped cream for their sundaes. I don't know why you would put whipped cream on a sundae. It like reminds me of frosting on a cupcake, but why would you put frosting on ice cream? Okay, but so basically I used the rest of the jar when I was making one of the ice creams. Then I gave it out, and then the lid was off, and I was like, this thing is kind of reminds me of an ice cream cone. And then I was like, I'm just gonna slip this in my pocket for later. It's not stealing if they're just gonna throw it away. But yeah. The ironic thing behind rolling out these snakies was that I put down this flour thing in order to stop the clay from getting the floor gunk. But what happened was that the clay started sticking to this flour thing, and I couldn't get it off after I rolled it up, so I had to roll it up in midair. So I didn't want it touching the ground or the floury thing. The air was the solution.
a bunch of them. Why? I don't know. I want to make enough to have all these. Which means that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's gonna have 12. What am I gonna do with said ice creams? Well,
in the beginning, I did measure around the ear thing, but after that, I was kind of like, it doesn't matter what size they are. So I just rolled them all up midair, literally.
I wonder who discovered that's how easily you can make the poop shape. It's not easy. You have to be so precisely when you're wrapping. Like, it might help the ice cream from dripping over the edge, but like, it's not stable. It's a circular shape with nothing balancing it, except for the layer that's underneath it. And the layer underneath it, if you layer 2 circles on top of each other, they can flop off. I've done 12.
Now I did have this random little container thingy that was purple, and it used to be part of like a lipstick thing. It was like a panda bear maybe. I put little pipe cleaners in like a wavy pattern, and that became the interior popcorn. Yeah.
I don't know, if you have a giant, if you get the biggest size cone, you should totally put it on the tiniest table ever. The table will not topple. Ice cream, you're a wonderful, wonderful thing. Just glue on the edge there and thwack. Because whoever forgets their ice cream cone gets their ice cream put on the side of the table for someone to sit underneath the table and kick it over. Oh, maybe I forgot to make one, but what I can do and make the ice cream look like it's dripping out. It's like melted. This one, someone forgot to eat their ice cream. Now we have just an empty container. This person forgot to eat their ice cream and it melted. I need my shiny. And you are gonna be my base. Can I remove you? I don't need you, top thing. You're bolted on. Clipboards always scared me. Ooh, is it a screw? That's a bolt. Whenever I clip my paper, I was always like, ugh, because I didn't want it to like snap on. And I just realized, I think these are the things you put on a pizza, right? Smush this in the middle of your pizza to hold the slices together or something. Who invented this thing? It looks like a table.
supplies. So I was thinking like I wanted to make some kind of ice cream shop for these guys on this clipboard, and I just kind of got these squishy things. I think they're like sponges, but beauty blender sponges. So I made like a nice little border out of hearts. It's gonna be a heart-shaped ice cream place. So I made like a fireplace area, a little gardeny area, because I tried to work around the corners. They had to wedge inside of the corners. And while the table's kind of scattered out in the middle, and then I had to work over that hole. And why not build a bridge over and just make it a pond? See right underneath it, I built the hearts instead of a bridge pattern. They are holding up as much as I can. But gravity shoved them so they're slightly tilted. And then as for the ice cream parlor, well, I broke this headband in two because it did not bend as far out as I wished it to. And then a bunch of containers kind of made up the rest of it. I put like a plastic thing behind it, so that it could actually be a 3D shop. Now, even though I hadn't painted any white on this thing as like an undercoat, I just went in with that pathway, a little purple pathway. Sometimes I kind of wish ice cream parlors had more space in the front. They like put space in the back or on the sides, but like, what if it was the front? It would be like a destiny. Fun journey to get to the door. All right, Panda, do your moves. Ooh, okay, come on. You gotta do your spinny. We actually used to name these pandas. This was the old guy, because he was the very first one we ever got. And he was like the grandpa panda. And then this one was, I think like Itchy Panda. And this one was like Young Panda. This one was the Flexible Panda. This one was the Speedy Panda. They look like he's running around. Actually, they're kind of bouncy. I mean, they are bouncy, like, ooh. And then this guy was the Gamer Panda. We had like a little heart, and we put it in the middle there. It was like a little, like, keychainy thingy. I don't know, it was like a bead, something like this. And then you just put it in there. That was his, like, game console. And then he was the Gamer Panda. And that was the family of pandas. So now let's plop them. See how bouncy they are. Just plop them into my ice cream shop. Like the parking lot experience you get when you're going to one of those giant superstores, but instead of being hassly and making sure you don't get ran over by a car, I call this the architectural slant. You go, it's like the house is crooked, but it's in the middle, so it's like a middle, it's not symmetrical. It ruins the symmetry, but it's an architectural advancement. Or it's a nice smoothness, and you have like a garden all around you, and beautiful grass, and not solid black ash of the Dragonlands.
We are graham crackers. We are graham crackers, except that we're 3D. We're like those teddy bear crackers, but except we're 3D. So we provide extra big crunch. Alright, if you get my size, you can stack me. You can probably put another one of me right on top. Unless I'm stackable. Oh.
Yeah, I did try to make my own dragon. I just doodled him out there. Scales on, scales off. Woohoo! He's not as ferocious as the other dragon, but he is very pink, and pink counts for a lot. Maybe that means he's like fire-proof. The logic here is that if he is the same color as the fire, then the fire will not affect him.
I'm thinking of this ice cream shop, it doesn't ever rain. There's never rain here. I'm thinking of a unique thing of this place. It rains hearts. Like the rain is heart-shaped and they're pink. Let's do this. And when they fall to the ground, they plop and then they turn into pink puddles on the ground that are heart-shaped. This pen is like sinking into this thing. Okay.
Out of pipe cleaners, and I'm painting over top of him. He is a lizardy dude, but he kind of looks like a dinosaur to me right now. And some of the more of those fake flowers from even my other artwork, because I just wanted to use them all up. I'm not really sure what I did with the gecko's head. I just kind of like curved it back into an archway. And if you remember that eye from earlier that I found, like it was on the melted ice cream, the one that I decided to replace for a melted ice cream.
So I give it to my little lizard dude. Actually, I think it's a chameleon. Yeah, that's what it is. It has like that rolled up tail and giant eyeballs. So the giant eyeballs, they look like little funnels popping out from either side of his head.
My course, the reveal is Mr. Iguana. So basically, he's on a tree branch. He is on a ruler, and the ruler I made into another ruler on a ruler. And then these flowers around, which are half pencils. It's like a bunch of pencils were put inside of a pattern, and then they were just made into a flower. And then someone squashed it all and made them flat, like the actual leaves of a flower. And then Mr. Iguana dude, he's just kind of chilling on this log with beautiful ruler behind him. Maybe he's measuring himself. He's measuring the forest. Or maybe he is just inside the forest. And then, like, there's all these flowers around, and someone just is, like, sticking a ruler trying to measure him as he's just sitting on this branch. You're like, okay, I gotta measure this lizard, but I have to be sneaky about it. So, I'm just gonna stick this ruler behind him. Okay, he's 2 inches long, got it, and just slide it back out. Hoping that the lizard doesn't move while you're taking his reading of his length. Yeah, and then I managed to write a little, that one was an easy, signing, haha. He's a very good Walsh thing. Wow. I mean, he's like a 3D, but still 2D wall decor. Then you realize that you measured a lizard that is only pipe cleaners. Wait a second, this lizard is not real. And then you realize, oh no, it's one of those fake things, just like those fake deer people put out in their yards. They're like, how do you know what's a real deer, and how can you be able to understand what is a real deer? Because those deer, they aren't real, but they are real because they also are there. So what is a deer? What does a real deer look like? What happens like when designs get too abstract? It comes to like dogs and cats. People make them inside of like different ways. Like they make it like just a big old blob with ears or something. And it's like, is that a cat? Or is that a cat? And it's like the real life cat. Iguana. I just want to slide you away. Then. It's not heavy, but it's big and bulky. I'll just be here. This is a very good view. So you can see it has little pandas. They're enjoying themselves in an ice cream place. They're probably enjoying this guy. He's eating an ice cream that's larger than him, so he's probably gonna die. He might grow in size. This guy, he's crossing on into the ice cream place. He's just arriving. I mean, it has a little cupcake on top. It's not ice cream, but it is a cupcake. I think I got that cupcake somewhere at Disney. I don't know. It's not an eraser, but it's like one of those things you could have taken apart.
But I don't know why I had it.
So I did a little research here, and I found this container box, and it's apparently this cupcake game. I don't even know. Somehow those hexagon things, they give me memories, but I don't ever remember buying this game. I don't remember having this game, but for some reason, that cupcake, I have it, and for some reason those hexagon things look familiar. That's what happens when you Google old things you used to have. Like, where did they come from? But I still don't know where I got that cupcake from. I don't have that little Rapunzel thing on top, but all this time I knew it was Rapunzel, but it just looks like Rapunzel. It looks like her hair. The big old, that's a lot of frosting, but it's a lot of hair. But upon closer inspection, the colors are not inside the exact same order. So I have a top, a middle, and a bottom that are from different cupcakes. So the top is a Rapunzel, the middle came from one of these three, then the bottom is a pink, which is Aurora. Yeah, it's pink.
But I don't know why I had it. The flowers on it remind me of like Rapunzel in that way, but I don't know where. On the bottom it says Disney. I went to Disney once when I was in 1st grade, but I have no idea what was the purpose of that cupcake. Yeah, on the bottom it says Disney. So I have a little, like a handy thing. It's almost like one of those like doorbell ring-a-ling-a-lings. And then we have just a nice little ice cream shop made with different decorations. And then the front door. I imagine it opening like, it's like a circle, but then it has like a split down the middle. It's like a double door-ish. And you have to make sure you don't trip over the bottom because it's rounded. That means it's a place for, it's an ice cream shop for only young people. Because all the old people will trip if they try to go in. We have a nice little popcorn right there. Someone brought in an invasive species to my ice cream place. The popcorn is an invasive species. And then we have a nice little like fireplace on there. Those 2 bears are enjoying themselves. How are you enjoying? They're living inside cardboard boxes. Well, I've tried to navigate between, it's really crowded in there. There's a lot of bears. We all smell like honey though, so we can kind of take each other's scents. Oh, well, my spot's underneath the couch, because our dude Lucas, he lost me there yesterday, and so I'm out of the cardboard box, but I hope you're having a good time in there still. I can't wait till you get
chomped up to pieces. Well, wait, what? I know, that's why I escaped. I didn't want to be chomped up to pieces. So you're saying I need to escape. What do I need to escape? His mouth. Oh. Is his mouth better than being crammed up with a bunch of honey-smelling bears? Well, bears that smell like honey? No, because you're gonna be in pieces. Okay, well, can I go under the couch with you? He has to lose you first. Oh. How did you get lost? Well, I was like a perfect bear, had no legs or arms or limbs ripped off, and so he was like saving me the last bite of all the bears, but then he kind of lost me because I was his last one, and so he put me down on a table, and then he forgot about me there, and so I was flung under by the cat who jumped on the table, and then I was flung underneath the couch, and then I've remained there ever since. Wow, that was a story. I wonder if I can recreate it. Or maybe I could, what if I just jump out of his hand? I wouldn't recommend doing that. Why? He'd scream. What if I screamed from inside the box? I wouldn't. Yeah! Oh dear. And then we have my garden over here. And then we have, yeah, that's like the Teddy graham crackers. Okay, I mean, this bear, he's like, I almost feel like he's hiding. He's like playing hide and seek, or maybe he's like hiding from the other bear coming in. He's like, oh no, that he used to be my best bud, but now he's coming in. Oh dear, I have to hide. Or maybe he brought in the popcorn. He's like, I'll just stare at it from here. But I brought in the invasive species. And then with this guy, I signed right there. Pa, a cha. You are doing that in gymnastics. Beautiful.
Oh, this fire is hot. I'm really roasting today. Oh no, I do feel my limbs. They're starting to break off.
Well then get away from the fire.
I can't. I'm glued down here. So am I.